A few years ago, approximately a year before we implemented Zimbra, it's about 3 years ago, we were looking for a new email solution. We had a SendMail-based solution running on a big Sun Solaris box like a lot of people had back then. And our user base was really looking for something that had a more richer user interface. You know, we had a couple of web-based access pieces to our email, Squirrel Mail. We tried some other homegrown web-based email pieces that would bolt on top of SendMail, and nothing really worked. Our user base really just was not buying into the solution. And so we wanted to find something that would have a real feature-rich user interface for our students that would not require, installing a piece of software on their desktop, something we'd have to support. We wanted to provide it as a web-based service. So we started to look out into kind of the ecospace of email platforms, and we looked at Exchange, and we looked at Oracle and their collaborative suite. We looked at a couple of other smaller web-based systems. And then we ran across Zimbra, and we saw the feature set in Zimbra. We saw kind of the platform agnostic solution for Zimbra, because we are running Zimbra on OS 10, which was a unique option for us. So we had a significant investment in OS 10 infrastructure and hardware. And the stars kind of aligned, and the feature set worked, and it was a competitive price, and it worked for us. It had the feature set, and the support was there, and it really was just a good fit for us. When we did the implementation, our first part of the implementation was to migrate our SendMail, and then we had some administrative users on Exchange. And we've slowly started to migrate those staff away from Exchange and onto Zimbra, and our plan is currently within the next calendar year to finally decommission Exchange. I think my favorite part is the richness of the web-based interface. A lot of people were used to, the Yahoo webmail or, the Hotmail experience. And when you looked at Zimbra, even when we implemented it almost 3 years ago, the richness of the interface was it was like you had a desktop application but in a web browser. And I don't think a lot of our users were expecting that. They were expecting it to behave like a normal web-based email. They didn't expect the full feature set to be there. We run the SandScan as our default, and then we have a test implementation of Zimbra, and I've started using the Yahoo scan. I really like the Yahoo scan, but the SandScan is our default scan for Zimbra. I think in the EDU market, it brings a richer value proposition, to universities. A lot of universities run Exchange. Exchange, for us, and I think for others, just does not scale well from an infrastructure standpoint. We can deploy our user base, the number of users we deploy. We have 42,000 users on our Zimbra implementation, and we do that with approximately 13 servers and around 40 hard drive spindles. So that's our implementation. Do the same thing on Exchange, it would take around 256 hard drives and approximately 3 times the servers. So from a hardware standpoint and an infrastructure standpoint, Zimbra is just lighter, or it runs on a set of hardware that Exchange doesn't match. We've had a lot of happy people. In the beginning, we had some culture shock. People weren't used to that. But as people started to learn the interface and understand it, and we got through some training, we have a lot of people that are very happy with it. And we have a lot of students that come in, and they're used to rich, Web 2.0 type applications, and they expect that. And they actually say, we went and looked at other universities, they just did not offer this for the webmail platform. And it is a very good platform. It's really nice. I recommend that everyone take a look at Zimbra. I think that it does bring some unique pieces to the market, and its ability for its rich web interface and its ability to snap into your infrastructure and into your environment, that everyone should just take a look at it. I think it is a very viable solution in higher ed.